sorry about my lack of glasses. I put them away because whatever. Hello, friends and horror fans. I'm Abby, your host, and today I will be doing another Would You Survive on a non-horror film I think is still terrifying. The Homelander from The Boys. So, let's get straight into it, shall we? So if you don't know how this works, we go in 3 tiers of readiness/preparedness within the universe. Then we talk about, how screwed you are per, ranking, and just overall what your survivability is. So let's go. Tier 1, civilian. Let's say, at best, you're one of the boys. Tier 2, you have a soup on your side. And tier 3 is you have temp V. Because you're a normal person. So the goal is not to kill, but rather to survive the Homelander. Let's get into it, shall we? So in tier 1, you're a regular civilian. Yeah, you're getting gored. You're getting gored and everyone will say you're a terrorist. He's just going to laser through your face. 0 out of 10 survivability. You are screwed. At very best, he toys with you for a bit. He doesn't treat you like a threat. Tier 2. You have a soup on your side. It goes okay at first, depending on who you got, Maybe you get a good few hits in. But that soup you've got, it's no soldier boy. And ultimately, you are not going to get out of this alive. He's going to blow through both of you unless you have some kind of thing to hold over his head, depending on what season it is. But overall, he's not going to entertain it. You're getting murked. And then finally, temp V. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. Your survivability in that situation is a 4 out of 10. Maybe you get lucky, but it's just not likely. And then your final, most prepared tier, I forgot I don't have glasses on, is temp V. Let's say you've got butcher's powers, for example, and maybe you've got a soup. You trade some blows, You do a little back and forth. Maybe you get a good few, not getting lasered. But ultimately, it heavily depends on a lot of factors. Like how cornered you can make the Homelander feel. How much pressure you can put on him. But let's say best case scenario. You've got Soldier Boy. You are not like Butcher. You are going to put the hurting on him. Then ultimately, even then, I would say that you've got maybe a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 at best. I would say you would maybe survive the Homelander, but I wouldn't put my money on it. I would say ultimately, I think that you survive him, but at what cost? I think maybe you corner him. You've got a coin toss that maybe you corner him, maybe he flies away, but ultimately, is business with the Homelander ever really finished? I would say your survivability, with all of these combined into one, to take overall across the board rating, I would say your survivability against the Homelander is 6 out of 10. Now, this may sound stupid. Why 6 out of 10? He's not that strong. But you have to remember, in his universe, he is the Superman of his universe, which means that ultimately, though he doesn't really know how to fight, you just don't stand much of a chance against Homelander if you are on par with his universe. That's all I got for this one. Comment down below who you'd like to see next. If you liked it, comment, subscribe, hit the hype button if that still exists. And if you dislike it, share a friend or group chat to make find me my stupid video.